Right, so this is my good buddy Tommy Gronveld, and he's testing this claim of moving the camera up and down, changing things. In this claim of moving the camera up and down, changing things.
Hey
Flatwood here. Well, I'm at work, doing what I usually do, listening to a debate, and it's between Fly the Flat Earth and Howard Stern. Well, some of the arguments brought up by Howard was actually quite good. One of the main ones I had to stop and actually do a video about this was when Fly the Flat Earth was trying to disprove that when you move the camera up and down, it moves the horizon relative to a reference in front. This is just showing his ignorance once again. Let me show you what I mean.
As you can see, he's got a camera looking along this this board, and it's got a water level on to show, as you can see in this picture, what the eye line is. And the center of the camera is matching both of these points, both of these water levels, meaning that you've got a tangent line, a line of sight straight along there. You've got a tangent line,
Already off to a bad start. A tangent is to a curved surface, Craig.
And that's what it looks with the camera just looking straight along it. So the center of the camera matches both of those water levels that you can see there. All right. So what he does is, instead of having it looking it straight along, he points the camera up.
What does it help tilting it up if the eye level is still the same level?
And what you find is that even though the field of the field of view and everything has changed, the actual eye line of the water level hasn't changed.
It's still the same field of view, Craig. You are just tilting it up and down. Same eye line, same field of view.
So the two water levels still match each other, even though what would be the center of the camera has completely changed.
The center of the camera is still showing eye level.
To show it works the other way, there's him pointing the camera down, and we get exactly the same thing. Even though the center of the frame has completely changed, the water level still matches exactly, meaning that it doesn't really matter what you're doing with the camera as long as you have two reference points looking along. That is what you can base your line of sight on. So I disagree with your assertion, Howard, completely, and this is my evidence as to why I would disagree with that assertion.
Light sources, and no matter the altitude, for some optical illusions, like when we can raise the camera, it causes things to appear higher in the distance, and lowering the camera can cause things in the distance to appear lower than things that, against the horizon.
And he's testing this claim of moving the camera up and down, changing things.
When we can raise the camera, it causes things to appear higher in the distance, and lowering the camera can cause things in the distance to appear lower.
And he's testing this claim of moving the camera up and down, changing things.
When we can raise the camera, it causes things to appear higher in the distance, and lowering the camera can cause things in the distance to appear lower.
Well, since Fly the Flat Earth doesn't even know what parallax is and how eyes work, let's show him something. See, I am tilting the camera. Fly the Flat Earth. Is something happening? No, because the eye level is exactly the same. Now let's raise in height. Oh my, what are we seeing? Are they still the same elevations? Uh-oh, going lower? Why is the back one seeming lower now, Craig? Would this be because the angle? So I'm not actually sure if you were just being dishonest or if you just don't actually have the understanding that tilting does not mean changing camera height. So you see, Fly the Flat Earth, this is the issue you guys have with the globe. We look further in the distance, so the longer the observation, the more the parallax, and therefore the more the optical curve.
Can I ask, as the moderator, that you stop letting Howard apply the genetic fallacy to my arguments, please? He simply attacks the source instead of the argument.
Craig, if you're being persuasive enough in explaining how he's being fallacious, you don't need my help. If you're persuasive in terms of exposing his fallacies, you won't need my help. The fact that you think you need my help doesn't make you look confident.